Yes, I know it's only the first week of shredding. It's only the 3rd day, but this is what I do when I am waiting for dinner. I fill this up with BCAAs and I drink it, try to drink it all. And today we're using Intraflight, which is a BCAA by BPN. It is Wednesday, which means we're doing our midweek check-in. Sometimes we do it on Thursday, but it's our first one. We wanted to talk to you about our DEXA scan results because we didn't really go over it in depth. Just to quickly go over it, I think we're happy with our results.
Wait, what's your macros?
Oh my gosh.
That's what everyone wants to know. They're like, what's your macros? What's your macros?
Okay,
my macros. How much cardio are you doing?
My macros this week are 215 carb, 135 protein, and 40 fat. And I'm doing 1 longer, lower intensity cardio session and 2 HIIT sessions this week.
And my macros are 315 carb, 225 protein, 55 fat. And I walked on the treadmill today for 10 minutes and then decided I'm not doing cardio anymore. Like my calves were burning. I was like, when I walked on the incline, I was like out of breath.
Well, I hadn't done cardio for 3 weeks and I did HIIT this morning and I almost barfed. So that was not fun. But anyway, back to our DEXA scan. We're happy with our results for sure. I think my standard was based on a caliper testing because that's the only thing I've ever had done. So I don't know. It's just on a different level. DEXA scan is just way more accurate.
More accurate, right? Because I mean the caliper can only test subcutaneous fat. So someone like Aubrey who has 0 visceral fat and someone like me that has 0.4 pounds of visceral fat in our stomachs, like that's a big deal because I'm sure the caliper is just making an assumption.
I feel like I would be measured on a caliper at like 22 or 23, like honestly. And DEXA scan, you know, they can actually see how much fat you have, and so, you know.
Yeah, and they can tell your bone density and stuff. So like the hydroponic testing or bod pods, they can't tell your bone density. So in general, it's just, I mean, it's just the most accurate way. So, you know, I came out at 10.4. Aubrey came out at 19.3. And my lean muscle mass is 184 pounds on the dot, and
mine is 117. I weigh
117.7. 118.
I weigh 152, which means I have 29.4 pounds of fat. My skeleton weighs 5 pounds. So.
And I weighed 213.4 that day, and I have 7.2 pounds of skeleton mass and 22.2 pounds of fat.
The thing that I love about the DEXA scan is actually, like, it gives you some insight into your overall health. So it talked about your subcutaneous fat, that first layer of fat, and then the fat layer under it, which is your visceral fat. It surrounds your organs. So if you have a lot of that, it's not healthy. It was awesome because I had 0 pounds of visceral fat, and Brad had 0.4, yeah. Right? So, I mean, that's just where.
That's why I have a stomach. Like everyone all the time is. So it tells you where you hold your body fat, and I hold mine in my lower stomach, lower back, and upper legs apparently, and that's why my extremities are always so lean. I hold it all like right there.
Yeah, me too. I'm pear-shaped. Brad was pear-shaped, meaning you hold your weight on the bottom.
But Aubrey obviously holds way less in her stomach than I do.
Yeah.
The other cool thing is that it would tell you your muscle mass difference between like your left arm and right arm. And we also did the 3D scan. And so I learned that my right side of my body is very, very dominant.
Yeah. My left leg is 0.5 pounds bigger than my right leg. And there was no really other big difference between arms or total body side. But it also talks to you about your bone density. So if you have, like, if you're at risk for osteoporosis, and we're not, thankfully.
And then also we paid for a package. So we'll do another DEXA scan whenever we stop cutting. Whenever we feel like we're where we want to be, we'll do that one. And then we'll also monthly be able to do the 3D scans, so we'll be able to find out where we're losing inches. And
yeah, that's what I'm excited about, because we didn't measure last time in our Shredding for the Wedding season 1. We didn't do any measurements, and so I'd be curious to see like what body part loses fat first and last. So
yeah, so I mean that's really all we wanted to talk about. We want to talk about our macros, essentially the stuff that we ask people to send in. Talk about our macros, talk about our cardio, and our plan, and then our goals. Which, I mean, our goal is just to lose. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. People keep asking me like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like, what weight are you trying to get down to? I'm really just gonna kind of go and then see where I end up.
Yeah, I like the look. But I definitely, last time I ended at 138, and we had a cutoff time. Like, we were going on the cruise, and that's what I wanted to be, was 138 before we went. I did that. But now, I mean, I don't know what that's gonna look like to be 138 again, but I would like to go farther than I did for the cruise.
Yeah.
Be leaner than that. So.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I got down to like 192 or something like that before the cruise, but I was really carb depleted, so I just didn't have a lot of water. So I was probably really like a 196. Yeah. So I think I'd like to get down to like a 192, like a fully loaded 192, if that makes sense.
Fully locked and loaded. Anything else? No. We'll keep talking.
That's it. Well, we've got some fun things planned, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay on it.
Yeah, the weekend is the hardest, especially the first weekend. You're going to want to give up, but don't give up. Keep going. Send your check-in next Monday or Tuesday if you're late.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.